Welcome everyone to the latest edition of One Box Brew. Tonight we are here with some altered TCG gameplay with the hero Sigismar and Wingspan. So we're going to go over the deck list vaguely. As always, this series is about showing people how to think about building decks if you have a limited pool of cards, and just sort of general advice. So let's go ahead and look at the hero and then look at the list. So Sigismar and Wingspan is an Ordis hero that has a very simple line of text. At noon, create an Ordis recruit 1/1/1 soldier token in your hero expedition. It's so simple, but it's so effective. This is a game where like having more bodies really helps win. So it's just a nice thing to get every turn. So the deck I built, pretty simple. I saw the ability, make a character token, and I said, you know what? I'm just going to put every single card we opened that makes a character token in a deck, essentially. And then once I did that, I was like, I probably need some card draw. So we've got like Conjuring Seal, we've got a Baba Yaga. Not a ton of card draw, but hopefully it's okay. And then just Disruption. I didn't put in any of like the permanents like Ordis Carrier that also make character tokens. I just want to see how the deck plays without the permanents. After the games, I might say like the permanents are useful, you should put them in. But in general, it's just make a bunch of bodies, have everyone sacrifice a character. Hopefully you're sacrificing a 1/1/1 and they're sacrificing something like big that matters. But pretty straightforward, go wide strategy. I didn't even put any charges or anything. I think I had 2. I just want to see how it plays without the charges. Although, again, at the end of the video, I might say you should put 3 charges in just to like finish out the game. But we're just going to see how it goes, just purely going wide, purely going for body count with your characters. And I'm excited to get into some games, so let's do it. Okay, we got a mirror match. It's go wide versus go wide. Okay. This seems pretty easy to do. That's so rough. Okay. We're fine. Maybe I should have kept the Ordis Spy to sabotage, but I think it'll be okay. Chopper. What are you doing? Alright, let's see what they do. They are thinking. I hope everyone's having a good Wednesday or Thursday, depending on where you are in the world. Interesting. Alright, we're gonna play the Gatekeeper. So we should double advance and they should only advance on the companion side, which I think is fine. We could have resupplied, but I think I'd rather double advance right now. This might be a slow game. If this is truly their first game, it might be a little bit on the slow side. interesting. We are going first, so I could get rid of that. Okay, I think we get rid of the Atlas. And then I think we just sabotage, and then hope we take a side. Control 3 or more characters. Or we could resupply. No, I think we do this. Error. Ooh, damn. We are beating them though. Or we're beating them right now. I imagine they play one more thing to try to win that side. Yeah. Makes sense. They are kind of burning through cards in their hand though. Okay. Oh, come here. I'm holding the sticky note seals in case they play something bigger, but I do think, okay, that's from anywhere. Alright, we're gonna get rid of the second gatekeeper, and we can gatekeeper and monolith rune scouts. So that goes on the same. Oh, okay, they're really going for it. Distribute 4. They putting them all on that side. Can I get? Can I get 5? No, I actually think I can. So I can get to 4, so I could tie on both sides. We could just do this again. I think it's better if we both do. We're gonna start with this and resupply. Oh, interesting. I don't have enough, but okay. And then the gatekeeper is a 1/3/1. There's 4 more. Just play this for no reason. Your other expedition. I could have tied them on both sides, but I just feel like it's better to just win. Yeah, we're just... We're gonna play this just because we're gonna discard it anyway, so there's no point in keeping it. So we should both move. And they committed quite a lot. They committed like one of their end game cards to do it, so you know, they're potentially learning, so Okay, I need to put something into. I'm gonna put this in discard because it just has worse stats and it doesn't have its effect anymore. Okay. It is our go again. We're definitely keeping this. Okay. We're gonna sabotage the open the gates. For sure. And then we'll see what they do. I would like to move off of this forest on the hero side, but I don't know if we're going to. Oh, you know what? I just realized we didn't change our category. I'll change it after this game. Can I change it now? Right, so immediately sabotage this. Bruh. I mean, this is basically all we can do. So I'd rather try to advance on one side than try to advance on both and fail on both. They could have something that has 5. So they have the Ordis carrier. I mentioned in the deck intro that we're trying. So this is a One Box Brew deck, as people will know from the video title. And those are always pretty casual, like kind of showing how a new player or like people new to card games would. Oh, they definitely read that wrong. Kind of build decks out of just like the small amount of cards they have. And I said that I want to try playing Sigismar without Ordis Carrier or Charge, because those are like pretty important to the deck typically when you're like not playing super meta. Cat is being kind of annoying, but I hope everyone's having a good time wherever you are. Hello, YouTube. I haven't said hi to you yet. I'll say hi to you when we're playing against the new player. I hope you're doing well. I hope you enjoy the games in this video. It should be a nice, chill time. You have 3 or more characters. Sticky note seal's ever gonna come up? I feel like it's not. I feel like we're gonna mana it. Feel free to like and subscribe if you are so inclined. It's always appreciated. Chopper's playing with a bunch of cables on the table. I mean, we can definitely do stuff. We're probably gonna start with this. Wow, they're really trying to go. Really trying to get through water over here. they are thinking. Also, the AWOL, the 9th weekly AWOL league should be going on right now. The altered weekly online league should be happening right now. I think. I didn't see that it got canceled, but I haven't been getting notifications either. You control 3 or more characters. So I could play this, and then I create 2 in each. Or I could just keep trying to advance, which I think is the correct thing to do. Anubis, interesting. Let's see what they do. Okay, so we should both advance on one side. Chop. She's like sticking her paw under the monitor. And I should have blocked them on the companion side. Yep. Now, I'm not saying we're gonna win, because it's me. And we lose a lot. But I will say this. The go wide strategy in this game, like Sigismar and other decks, basically Ordis, that just tries to go as wide as possible and play as many bodies as possible. I don't mean this to sound negative, but I know it's going to sound negative to some people. It just feels so easy to play. Like, it really feels like the no thought play cards deck of the game, personally. Which, like, I think that's totally fine. Like, the game needs a deck like that. It's just not very intense. Okay, you have like basically no one, so, but you have kind of expensive stuff. This doesn't really help us that much. Actually, no, I'm gonna do this. Wait. Oh no. Oh, that was weird. Why did it? Did they not put mana in last turn? That feels so surprising. Well, we're gonna discard Paper Herald. 8 mana, huh? So we can Jean d'Arc and Kuat. Or we can Anubis and Ordis Cadets. Honestly, might be like okay, depending on what they do, but I think we're gonna Jean d'Arc and then hope for the best. Honestly, like, we just need to block them on one side. Or we can do this and this. No, we're gonna go for this. Where do I wanna get, yeah, okay. I wanna get off. Alright, we're gonna get a mountain either way, so it doesn't matter. So So they're gonna get 2 boosts. So that's gonna be a 4/4/4. So they'll have 8. We'll only have 7. This actually is not going to be enough, probably. I think they're gonna catch up. Possibly could have played on the other side. But in the end, they would have just played where we were going. I guess the other thing is, like, we could have Ordis cadets on the companion side, and then played the Kuwat over there, because they would have had to spread out more. Probably was a better plan. We are gonna start with a little bit of an advantage. So hopefully that might help. Atlas is pretty good. Teamwork training is probably going to be pretty good too. Honestly, probably going to get rid of the Anubis. I think these sacrifice cards can be like decent in a go wide deck, but I haven't really played with them enough to like be anywhere good at deciding when to use them. So we're probably going to get rid of it. I think the teamwork training is what we're gonna go with. So it's 3, that's 8. Man, it's so much mana though. Maybe we won't need the Atlas. We don't really have anything like big though, is the problem. So if they have a charge, which I think I can assume they kept one in their hand. That's okay. I mean, that's 9 right there. That's 8. 8. Interesting. I kind of like that they're going first. It makes them do something. It's so crazy that they stop putting things in mana at 6 mana. I've never seen a new player do that, which makes me think that they might not actually be a new player. Every time I've actually played with a new person, they just like keep putting mana in, like without question. Okay. We need a body. We're gonna play this first. Create one in my expedition. We have 7 mana left. We can essentially play 1 card or 2 cards. We're not winning on this side, to be clear. We're both winning, so they will still win. I'm waiting to see what they do with the 4 mana they have left. Interesting. So this would... Okay. Wait. They know they don't move, right? Is this them giving up? I mean, they could have played that again. Okay. Did it? Welcome everyone to some One Box Brew gameplay of Sigismar and Wingspan. This is an opening hand. Getting rid of both the open negates feels bad, but we're just not gonna play them early enough to matter. I thought he just tried to talk to me. She's too far away. Nope. She was not trying to talk to me. Not as good as a start as our other game. Playing Fen Crowbar. That might be, if I remember correctly, the popper version of this deck might be the last deck we play this year. Okay. So we're gonna move on both sides. They're gonna move on one side. So our start was worse and somehow the same thing happened. I'm okay with that. Okay, let me know. I'm curious. We definitely want to draw cards. We could draw cards like that. So we go to 4. 3-2-2 is so big though. Yeah, we'll try doing it this way. I don't know if this is correct, but oh, interesting. The next card you play costs 1 less. So whenever you play like Fen, especially Fen Crowbar or like Lyra in general, you have to ask yourself if they're playing Lyra Festival. Because sometimes, sorry, tired. Sometimes when people play Lyra Festival, they start playing really weird. They start like doing really weird things. Because so far that's 2 things with zeros in their stats, which means that like, actually you'd be playing Auroch. I couldn't remember his name. Okay, so we can do this. We could block them here. They might have another one in hand. But if they play something on this side and don't block us on the hero side, like, we'll both move anyway, and I'm okay with that. Oh, they're gonna give something sleep. Yeah, I'm okay with that too. It's so funny, I keep talking about, like, causes and effects that could happen during the game, and the cause hasn't been the cause hasn't been correct at all, but the effect has been exactly what I said would happen both times, and I just think that's kind of funny that they're not doing what I think they're gonna do, but then the same result keeps happening. I don't know. I think people would really disagree with me, but I might have slept the token there. Because a 3-2-2 for Lyra is actually kind of hard to deal with, and it doesn't draw a card when I play it again, so it's really not that big of a deal. I don't think I need 2 Ozmas. I kind of want to try using this Gift of Self. Must choose an action or pass. Okay, well we're going to... I don't really care if you put something to sleep. We're gonna... Yeah, we're gonna... I'm gonna sabotage the small step. I just don't want them to like have it later. And we still have the mana to Ozma is probably what we'll do. Wow, they really spent all their mana. Actually, honestly, just sacrificing this to draw 2 cards. Do I think they can beat us with 1 mana? Probably not. We were never gonna win this side anyway, so... I bet they didn't see that coming. Like, they're gonna play something. I can't beat a 5/5. Why? Why would they do that? They have to know they can't keep all of this stuff in their reserve, right? So we're both gonna move. I'm still a little closer. Oh no. Wait, still gonna move. So we're both gonna move on the same side. Was it just to... Well, no, this... Was it just to make this free? That seems like an odd choice to me. Because we would have, like, just both moved anyway. Maybe they counted wrong and they thought they would block me. I don't know. Ooh. We have... Or does resupply. Okay. I think I get rid of this. We have 6, so we can play this and this. Maybe this isn't that useful right now. Okay, so they're just still trying. They're still trying to move on this side. So we can do both of these things. I can do this and this. Okay, we're gonna play this. and see what they do. Again, I'm perfectly fine with only moving on one side. Like, as long as we block them on one side. So they're gonna return something to their hand. I know, the next card you play this turn costs one less. Okay, so they're gonna try to put something to sleep. Okay. So I need to play this so that I beat them. Do I want to be in water? Not really. Oh, they're trying so hard to get off this starting area that I'm gonna block them here. I'm gonna make them go all the way across. And they put a 2/2/2 to sleep, so I'm not complaining. I like Quetz, but I think it's a little bit better going up against like Traced from Axiom because they just resupply so often that it feels a little bit like a tech card. I mean, we can resupply, we can make our tokens have gigantic, although I don't think that matters too much. We can honestly resupply. Yeah, let's resupply. We're gonna play over here. Okay. That's not terrible. They do unfortunately have pretty big stats and everything that we like need to move through. So we could play this. They're gonna put it to sleep for sure. So they could definitely end up moving. That will give us like a pretty big advantage next turn, or we can play this and then Kellon Burst, I think is the actual move. Need water. Okay. I'm gonna play over here. I'm gonna draw another card. Let's see what they do. They might put something to sleep, but we can Kellon Burst it. Maybe they're planning to Cloth Cocoon the Ordis by 2, which in that case, like, that's fine. Oh, they are going to put something to sleep over here, just like I thought they would, and then we are going to, okay, I'm reading this because I always get Kellon Burst and Sticky Note Seals mixed up. To enter reserve, target character with hand cost 4 or less. Oh, I can send this back. Maybe I just let them move here, and then this stays here, and it's a 2. Yeah, okay. I don't know why I thought it was 3 or less. That's actually way better, I think. So we're both going to move. We're right next to each other. We're starting with a 2 in the terrain stat we need on the companion side. So off to a good start. They have sleep again. We have no like fleeting or anything, so Cloth Cocoon's not the best. They're going first. So I actually don't really actually hold on. So we have 8 mana. And we could just try to play a bunch of bodies. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of this Geanthearch. Hopefully it won't matter. Hi Dax, how are you doing? How are you doing today? Hope your day is going well. We're playing some Altered TCG, a recently released card game. Actually, I'm gonna play this first. You only need to win on one side. And if I sabotage this, I actually don't know what they're going to do because they have no cards. You know what? I would like to just play Anubis. Just to like confirm we're gonna win. Alright. This is like a little bit VM on my part. Yeah, we did it. Wow. Welcome back, everyone. So those were some games with the One Box Brew version of Sigismar and Wingspan, and it went pretty well. I would say I'm surprised, but like Sigismar's just kind of a good hero. Going wide's just good strategy in this game right now. Everyone kind of agrees that the Ordis starter deck that Sigismar leads is the best starter deck, and this is essentially like an air quotes upgraded starter deck. It has more rares essentially, and like basically 90% of the deck makes token characters, so it's just going with the same strategy. In terms of what I would do to make the deck more competent, because it can definitely be better, I don't know how I feel about like the sacrifice character cards in the deck. I kind of put them in to try them out, and I think in certain situations they're really good. Same for Quetzalcoatl. Seems really good against decks that you'd know are going to be resupplying a lot or drawing a lot, like Trace and Rossum. But I didn't feel like it was coming up enough to really matter, so I might take that out too. Again, as you play, you'll know which cards that you like a lot, and you'll put the 3 ofs in of those, and then the things you like a little less, you'll put the 2 ofs in. I honestly didn't feel like we needed Ordis Carrier. Now, maybe if you're playing like super competitively, you'll feel differently, but I kind of forgot it wasn't in the deck, and I did that on purpose. And I kind of forgot Charge wasn't in the deck, if I'm not gonna lie. So I think when you are reaching the like higher levels of competitive play and you're playing like if your locals are really competitive, or when they start doing like regional stuff next year, maybe then Charge will be useful as like a got 'em into the day so you know you'll advance. But I think the deck just relies more on knowing where to put your characters to just make it more complicated for your opponent. Even the disruption, like I kept in my hand for so long because it just never really felt necessary. But the deck's fun. This is like a really easy hero to learn the game with. So definitely recommend building this deck for new players. If you can only buy like single box or 2 boxes, you'll have a good time. You'll definitely still win some games. It's just like a powerful archetype in the game currently. But I'm gonna call it here, and I hope everyone enjoyed the gameplay. Hello YouTube, I hope you enjoyed the gameplay as well. I hope you have a good time wherever you are. I hope everyone's having a good life, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.